Is there any amount of filth and dirtiness that is too dirty for the folks over at Pussy Valley? I don't know, but we'll find out next on this edition of Chris Akin Presents. What's going on, everybody? It is Chris Akin, and we are back once again with another episode of Chris Akin Presents. Before we get into it, make sure you do all the podcasty stuff. Hit the notification button, hit the notification bell, or the subscribe button, and do all that stuff. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave comments, do all that shit, okay? Let's get right into it. This is one of my favorite shows out there, and it has been forever waiting for it to come back. The show is called P-Valley. It is on Starz, or Pussy Valley as it is actually called, but they just, I guess for politically correct reasons, they left it as P-Valley, but they even call it on the show Pussy Valley. So the P-Valley is, if you're not aware of this show, it's on Starz, and it kind of follows the inner workings of a strip club in the bowels of Louisiana, I believe, called the Pink. And it's just a dirty, filthy strip club. It is a very seedy. I mean, I'm sure most of you have been to strip clubs, and there's good strip clubs, and then there's these kind of strip clubs. This is one of these kind of strip clubs, the dirty, seedy, you can probably get a blowjob in the back room type of clubs. That is what's going on at Pussy Valley. And the show launched in 2020 over on Starz, and it ended in September of 2020. So I can't believe that we have waited this long for season 2 of this, but I guess because of COVID and everything else, they just couldn't get the production together. So they finally brought it back together. It's one of the more popular shows on Starz, I do believe. And man, I can only judge from the one episode that they've launched so far, but I will say they are back. Holy shit. First episode came out on Starz last week, and it is a great return for the show. The show, basically, they picked up from where they left last time, which was that the Pink was up for auction, and it got bought by what's her name? I think Autumn, the main stripper girl. And so they come back. Now we're back in the middle of COVID, or right at the end of the COVID lockdowns. So it starts off showing how they've had to fight to keep the Pink even alive by creating a strip, what would you call it? A strip car wash, I guess, where you pull your car in to get car wash, and then you got all these strippers all over your car, which, you know, you've obviously seen semblances of that before, but never quite like this. So it's an interesting way to start, and it just gets right into it, right where we left off before, with all the strippers hate each other. They hate the new boss. Uncle Clifford, the kind of 50% owner, he's still a scumbag, and he's still trying to do everything he can to keep the Pink going without sacrificing any of its filth or dirt. You've got the rapper guy, Lil Murder, who's he's a on the down low rapper, but he's always on the verge of getting exposed because he's fucking Uncle Clifford that owns the Pink. And it's a whole thing. I don't even know how to explain this show. It's dirty as hell, and I love that about it. I love the fact that these TV shows are finally just giving up trying to sugarcoat the underbelly of the world and just showing it the way it kind of is. This is a great show on Starz, and they're off to a great start once again. P-Valley, fantastic. Lots of great acting in it. Lots of really down and dirty stuff, and lots of underhanded stuff that when you watch it, you're like, your first thought is, oh, nobody would do that. And then you think about it for a second and you're like, yeah, that's kind of how people are. So I recommend this. I strongly recommend this show. Season 2, P-Valley on Starz, out now. The season is running. They're releasing a new episode every Friday, I believe, which I hate that. You know, you guys could just go back to letting us binge watch this shit instead of making us wait and hang on. You'll get my money from me anyway. But anyway, it is a once a weeker, so know that going in. But again, P-Valley on Starz. And that's going to do it for this edition of Chris Akin Presents. One more time, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Blah, blah, blah. Likes, comments, you know the drill. And for Chris Akin Presents, I have been Chris Akin. And guess what, folks? I will be again tomorrow. See ya!
The Classic Metal Show is now on Roku. That's right, everybody. If you're a fan of the Classic Metal Show and you have a Roku, we have a channel for you. Just go to your channel search and search for The Classic Metal Show. All the videos are uploaded so that you get every single episode of the show. So check it out. The Classic Metal Show, now on Roku.